Okay, people, so we have arrived to the main event, TCG here at Charlotte, and then we got Mr. Ivan, Jeremy, and Pablo, aka Pedro, and we checked in yesterday, so now we're just going to make the line so we can just get in, take a look around, and try to win and keep that mentality of winning, hopefully, and we can get the dub and make it day 2, and also get points. So I'll update you guys later. Okay, sorry for the angle. Now I will show you guys the trophies. Look at that. One day I'll get one of those. So the venue is pretty big, I guess. The tables are relatively small, but they got the VCG stuff over there, vendors, and all that fun stuff. And then we are going to be on this other side over here. And then as you can see here, the crew is right here. And we have to wait and see for Miguel. We got our favorite 3 judges: Chris, Mr. Angel,
where's the swag
and Mr. G.
I'm gonna go to swag pickup.
So yeah, now we have to find Miguel, so that way
just give him a note. Hey, maybe go for one of the vendors.
saying hi to my favorite judge, Mr. G. And now, like I said, try to find Miguel so we can run a few games. Probably I should go to the vendors and get some new sleeves and re-sleeve, because there were like 2 of them that were broken. So let's head over there and then I'll show you guys the cool bean cards, the stream area for Pokemon Go, VCG, and TCG. Cool beans. So yeah, I mean, I'm nervous. I'm already nervous. And let's see also if we see some big stars.
You all good, Sean?
But yeah, I'll resume once we are at the vendors, I guess, maybe. Peace out.
Aquí tenemos. Dice que va a ganar el torneo mañana. Some words before anything happens.
I regret nothing.
Are you playing tomorrow?
Lugia V-Star. A ver
Why?
si gano. Bueno, porque es el meta. That's the meta, so we have to play meta.
Why don't you look at the camera? Look at your eyes.
I'm looking at you. Al pasurín.
Any words of encouragement before the end of the day?
Yeah, I have none.
Alright, peace.
Peace out. Well guys, round number 1, and I managed to get the dub. I was playing against Lost Box Dragonite, and yeah, it was at the beginning of the game. I managed to get 2 Archeops in the Lost Zone, in the graveyard, or in the discard pile, however you want to call it. And after that, it was good. The game 2 was kind of rough because I was just drawing pass, but I still managed to get the dub. So that's pretty good. Now,
I can take it.
no problem.
Thank you. Perfect. Okay, let's see. We've got signatures in both places. You're Victor?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Victor.
No problem. Thank you. So yeah, I did that, and now I had to go. I passed by Jeremy. I need to see his intake of it. But I had on game 2, I had Raikou, in the active, so I started with that one, and then it was like draw pass basically. That's pretty much it. And then after that I managed to play Path to the Peak of Marnie, and then kind of prevent my opponent from drawing Greninja, and all that fun stuff. Game 1 was similar. I did that combo of Path Marnie, and then he had like a huge hand, and then he conceded afterwards because he didn't have like a way to like a backup thing. And then that was game 1. Sorry. No, you're good. That was game 1. Game number 2, like I said, I started Raikou, and what else? Just Raikou. I didn't get no Lugias. Turn 1 bench. I managed to discard 2 Archeops, so that's pretty good. And I had Lumineon, Stoutland on turn 1. Turn 2, I managed to draw a Capture Energy, attach Capture Energy into the Stoutland, and get the Lugia, and just technically pass because I didn't have nothing else. I had a research and a bunch of energies, but I couldn't research it at that moment, so I was attaching. I did like for 3 turns, and then my opponent was digging through his deck, didn't get Cramorants out, so he couldn't poke damage. So he was thinning his deck, but at the same time was not doing much of like attack. Once I took my first 2 prizes, then he proceeded to promote the Dragonite, raw 2 energies, play the gate, because the first gate he played, he whiffed it because he had no energies in the discard pile whatsoever. So that's pretty much it. And then after that, I took double dips, my man, Comfy, got 2 prize. He returned the knockout with Dragonite. I managed to promote Lugia, top deck Evo Instance, evolve it, get the Archeops in play, and swing for the second, take the second knockout on the, oh no, I Skyla into the choice, Archeops, did everything, 230, 250 for the Dragonite knockout. And then after that, all I had to do was Ultra Ball Lumineon for the boss and take the game. But I have here, and also I didn't show the cards in the vendors because it was full. But Jeremy, come here, my boy. Interview. How you did?
Good. 2-0 Goodra.
2-0 Goodra?
Yeah, 2-0
I went
Goodra
up against Lost Zone. So tell us about your matchup.
Yeah.
What you did?
Yeah, it was crazy. Just they won first. I'm running the Aerodactyl. I prized the Aerodactyl. Oh, I'm sorry, I went first. Game 1. I prized the Aerodactyl. I'm like, damn. And I got a Mew VMAX set up. They had Goodra, 2 Goodras, Comfey, did 1 Flower Select, pass. And then I kill Goodra, fine. They bring the Drapion, I already had the Roxanne in hand, and then I just proceeded to Lost Zone knock out Drapion, and then boss up last Goodra for game. And then game 2, they started Cramorant and a whole bunch of not so good cards. They went first, they scoop up net their own Cramorant and conceded, and that was the game.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah. They're like, you got this. I'm like, okay, thank you. Well, man, how about you?
Yeah, no, mine was pretty good, pretty decent. But I'm gonna go ahead and wait for Ivan to finish and the other guys, and then see how they did. Okay. Ivan is playing also Eternatus VMAX, so excited to see how he played it. So peace out, and I'll see you guys in like a few minutes. Okay guys, I got good news. So round 1, Ivan, he got a tie. He's playing Eternatus VMAX, and he went up against a player who was actually slow playing. The thing is, I tell him, if you see that your opponent slow playing, freaking color judge, you know what I'm saying? But he tied. You already got the Jeremy statement. So what's the other? Andrew, he took the win. He's playing Duraludon. Joshua took game 1. So he on round number 1. This is update for round number 1. What other one? said Ginger lost, Pedro got a tied, and I think if I'm missing one of you guys, my bad. Another thing is round number 2, I went up against Arceus Duraludon. My opponent took game number 1. Game number 2, it's hard to beat it because he's actually playing it. Let me accommodate this a little bit more. He's actually playing it correctly. He's playing, once he's set up with the Arceus whatever, he bosses one of my Archeops and knocks it out. So that's what basically happened on game number 1. And I was trying to get Yveltal to take my last 3 prizes, but he bossed again, took a knockout. I have Path to the Peak on game 1. That's one cheeky stuff that I have, and I took it. No, wait, yeah, Path to the Peak. I managed to play Path to the Peak, hit it for 250 with the choice. After that, he basically Hyper Potion, I think it was, heal everything, or he took game 1. That's pretty much it. Game 2, he only started with Arceus in the active. I went first, set up 2 Lugias, 2 Archeops in the discard pile because I top decked an Evolution Instance, and I attached Powerful Energy, pass. He attached Turbo, do recharge, and then recharge his Archeops, Arceus, not evolved. So I went ahead, play Lumineon. I have Lugia in hand, draw, Lugia in hand, evolve Lugia, activate the V-Star, bring the 2 Archeops, play Lumineon, Lumineon search for Skyla, Skyla belt, and because I think I didn't have enough powerfuls, so and then I attached powerful Archeops, attached, knockout. So that was an easy game 2 for me. Game 3 was actually pretty rough. Same scenario, my opponent started with Arceus, benches Duraludon, attaches Energy Pass. All I can do is, I have no supporters in hand, so I bench Lugia, I top deck another Lugia, bench, attach Powerful Energy, read the wind, discard on Archeops, and draw 3 cards. After that, I managed to get a supporter on those 3 cards. Then he evolved, attack, didn't Marnie me, he played Colress instead of Marnie, and then hit me for 180. I went ahead, evolved the Lugia, draw, evolve Lugia. After the Lugia, I played Evolution Instance, Ultra Ball, Evolution Instance, got something else. V-Star, and I took the knockout on the Arceus. And then after that, he has Duraludon, promotes Duraludon, or Duraludon VMAX, bosses one of my Archeops, so that way I cannot power up my Yveltal, which is kind of sad. But he did that, and then he took 1 prize. After that, I went ahead and got myself, I think it was Path to the Peak. Also, no, not Path to the Peak. After all of that, I managed to take a knockout on one of his Duraludons not evolved. So I managed to boss, take the knockout over there. So the only Pokemon in the active is the VMAX. After that, he Marnies me into Doodoo, 2 Pokemons, 2 energies. Pretty much it. And then swing for the knockout. I promote my other Lugia that's in the bench. And I'm like, if I do not top deck a Path to the Peak, I pretty much concede. So I top deck Path to the Peak. Glorious. Bench Path to the Peak, accelerate energies, played 1 energy from hand also. So all I have in play is a Lugia, Lumineon, and 1 Arceus. And I swing for 250 damage. And after that, he played Colress to try and get a Stadium or the Vacuum. He didn't get none of those. So I went ahead and he conceded there. So that was game number 2. So I have 2 wins in this regional. Hopefully I keep winning more. and once the other guys arrive, I'll update you guys with their victory or losses or tie. So peace out. Okay guys, good news. Round number 3 took the win. Recap of last turn from the team. So Miguel took the dub, and I forgot about the other ones. But game number 3 was super it was Mew VMAX, and he was not playing Aerodactyl, but he was playing capture, Pokemon capture. So every time I bench something to have like a cheeky knockout, he just flip heads and get it. But most of the time he flipped tails for every single Cramorant's tails, both game 1, game 2. And I managed to take the dub. At one point I was supposed to take 120 to Meloetta and 120 to the bench Meloetta, but I accidentally priced the Raikou B, not the Raikou, to do the spread, so I had to take a cheeky knockout with the Luminium 120, put it back in the deck, and then promote Oranguru. And then at that point I had Charizard in the bench with a Heat Energy and a Lugia. So I'm setting up, so if he capture Pokemon capture the Lugia, I have Charizard with the Heat Energy, and if he targets the Charizard, I have the V. So before I attack with Lumineon, Oranguru bosses top deck, and no wait, that was wrong one. No, that was next turn. So I went over here and then I did the 120, knock out the Meloetta, shuffle the Luminium back in, promote Oranguru, and then he bossed the Yveltal, because I had Yveltal and Lugia. Sorry, my bad. So he bossed the Yveltal, took a knockout with the Mew V, and then I went ahead, promote the Lugia V, went ahead and accelerate energies, evolution instance, evolve the bench Charizard, attach the Heat Energy, and then swing for KOing his second Meloetta, if I'm not mistaken. So at that point I have 2 prices left, and on this turn I stacked the boss on top with the Oranguru, and then I attacked with Lugia. He went Pokemon captured the Charizard, knocked that out, and then I showed him the boss for next turn to a Genesect and took my last prices, game 1, game 2. So that's pretty good. I do not know where I know Juan Colon is playing on one of the tables. He's still playing. Jeremy, I do not know where he is at. Andrew is still playing. I saw him over there. Joshua and Ginger is playing.
Seniors, that is time.
They pair them together, so that's unfortunate.
Seniors only, that is time.
Ivan,
Player's turn. You have 3 show turns remaining to complete your current game.
Okay, so Ivan, I don't know his record. I know he has 1 tie and 1 loss. I don't know, and he's playing, like I said, Eternatus, so I had to check on him on what's his matchup. But pretty much that's it. I have 3 wins. I don't know if they're gonna announce lunch, because they said that there's no lunch time, so I'll take that in consider. And yeah, so I will try to keep winning and then keep you guys updated. Thank you very much, and peace out. Okay guys, round number 4. Round number 4, I went up against another Duraludon, and this time I took the dub. My opponent did not expect it for me to be playing Path to the Peak, so I Path to the Peak him in game 1 and won. And game 2, he took the no, we only did 2 games, sorry. So game 1, I took the win. I started with Stoutland in the active. So I was just smacking Arceus for 220. My opponent wasn't able to attach the, since I went first, he wasn't able to attach a turbo energy to at least accelerate energies into the Duraludon, and that's how I took the dub on that one. And then he only had, I was able to get 4 prizes, and then at the end he didn't expect me to play Path to the Peak, so I played Path to the Peak and I was hitting it for 250 again, like the game number 2 that I play. And then after that he couldn't bump my stadium, so all he could do was Hyper Potion heal, but he already had enough damage for me to like take another knockout. Didn't need Yveltal on game 1. Game 2 he went first. He only started with Duraludon, I think it was. But before game 2, Judge came, did like a deck checklist, and I had to buy new sleeves to re-sleeve them, because they had like little like crease, you can say. And I was like, all my cards have it. And then he said, yes, I understand, but I recommend changing them. So I went over there, tried to get Dragon Shields. They do not have Dragon Shields, so I had to buy a Japanese card sleeve, which they have the illustrations, which is pretty cool. I tried to shuffle and they shuffled pretty good, so hopefully they don't stick together, because if they do, that's gonna be a bummer. And then we proceeded to game number 2. My opponent went first. Duraludon, he couldn't get no energies. No, wait, sorry. He couldn't get the Arceus and attach the energy to the Arceus, so he just active Duraludon energy pass, and then also Parasol. So it's my turn. I started with Raikou, so I went ahead, top deck Ultra Ball, and I had Ultra Ball, discard the Arceus, discard another card, grab another Arceus. I had a Quick Ball, and then with the Quick Ball, I got the Lugia. So I managed to do that. And then attach Heat Energy per turn and pass. After that, my opponent tried to evolve, but didn't evolve also. So all he did was attach energy, play Collapse Stadium, and pass. So I went ahead, used Evolution Incense, evolved the Lugia, bring the 2 birds. I used 1 bird to put a turbo in the Raikou, and then attach, and with the other Arceus, attach 2 powerful energies into the Lugia. Energy attachment per turn with the another powerful, and I was able to retreat, take the knockout, and win. So that was like I think I was lucky, to be honest, because if my opponent didn't brick, I would have been like the same as in game 2 or round 2, which I had the Duraludon and it was quite not good, but I managed to take the dub. So I have 4 wins so far. That's 12 points, so gotta keep it going. I think Joshua uploaded his record. He has 2 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. Jeremy had 3 wins, undefeated. He was on table 1. I don't know his record. I don't know if he managed to take the dub or not, but he's also winning. Do not know the record of the other guys, and if I do, then on the next clip you'll see it. And I'm gonna see if I can find something to eat, because for Masters they didn't give us lunchtime. Don't know why, but I'm starving, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can find something to munch. Let's keep it up. Let's see if I keep winning and make it day 2. Peace out. So round number 5, I took the big L. I misplay. Round number 1, he took the dub, basically because I couldn't bench a Lugia. So he just, once I had 1 Lugia on play, he just cross switcher and knocked it out. Also, this Mew player was not playing Aerodactyl. And then what was it, round 2, I was about to win. I took a knockout with Lumineon for 120 into the Mew VMAX for 120. He already had 220, so I took my last 3 But instead of promoting the Charizard, I promoted Oranguru. My opponent did not swing for the knockout. He thinned his deck. His last four cards were, he had 4 cards in the deck, and then he was searching for the boss's orders. So all he did was leave this guy in the active spot and then pass. And I was like, damn, and I couldn't do anything, so I charged Aerodactyl, not Aerodactyl, I charged Primal Wisdom on Guru for 2 powerful energies and 1 capture, and I did 110 to a Genesect because all I had was a boss's orders. So I bossed the Genesect for 110, but he had an extra energy, so he attached the energy into the Mew, into the Genesect, retreat, Genesect for 2 with the boss, Genesect for 1 more card, and then he got the boss's orders and he won. So that's pretty much it. And yeah, so that's my record. Hopefully I can win 2 more. If I win 2 more, I'm in. That's all I need. And yeah, the guys are doing good. Jeremy, I think, lost, and Joshua, I think he won. He got a game 1, the round 1. So that's pretty cool. Well, see you guys on round number 6. Hopefully I win. Peace out. All right, peeps. 6 wins, 1 loss. So I didn't update you guys on last rounds, but I took the win. So on the 5th round, I took a L. 6 rounds I took a win, I think. So that will be 5, and now the 7th one will be 7 wins, 6 wins, 1 loss. So I could either tie next round and guarantee day 2, or play it, see what happens, and then the last one tie or whatever. But so far I have faced 3 Duraludons, 3 Mews, 1 with Aerodactyl, and the 3 Mews that I have faced, none of them had Aerodactyls, so those are easy ones. And then 1 Lost Zone Dragonite, which was the first one. So far so good, man. Super happy. The other guys, I think they're still playing. Andrew is out. He's playing side events. Ivan is out playing side events, and I think Jeremy lost, so he's not in the day 2, I guess. I don't know. I just spoke to him, but I don't know, I forgot. So yeah, super good, super good. All right, peace out. I'll update you guys later. Alrighty then, made it day 2, 19 points, 6 win, 2 loss, 1 tie. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think none of my team members made it. I think there's one, Miguel.
Masters, if you have 19 or more match points after this round, you need to be ready to play at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. The hall will open at 7:45. If you are a trading card game, day 2, trading card game at Master, day 2 player, your round will begin at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, so there it is. Tomorrow at 8, need to be here. Have to see if how to change my trip now. And yeah, so yeah, that's pretty good, man. It's pretty good indeed. So yeah, nothing else to say, man. I have seen Cyclosage. I haven't said hi to them. I said hi to, I haven't said hi. Oops, sorry. I have seen Raul Marrero, Sack, Dark Fury, Rare Candy is in the top tables, and many more. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. With